one of the best teams in the country, and I think, at times, a lot of things has to do with matchups. I think we match up with them well. Everybody, I looked at our shooting percentage. We've shot the ball well against them 2 games, but this is a fun atmosphere for me. I've never played here. Coach Olsen and Coach K got mad at each other back in the day. Coach O came here. He said he wasn't gonna play. Duke came back to McHale, and he got mad and said they wasn't gonna play. So I was in the middle of the drama, so I never got a chance to play against Duke as a player. But this is a great atmosphere for basketball. We made our runs. Duke came back. Our guys held their composure. I was proud of my team. But Duke made a lot of plays down the stretch. I thought they got a big lift from Young. And I thought, his minutes and his stat line don't really mean a lot, but if you know teams, I get it. The 9 minutes that Blake's played, he came in. I thought he played well. And I assumed John, without picking his brain about anything, he put him in because he wanted his team to play hard. And that's the type of energy that Blake's brings, and ultimately the game comes down to making shots, and they made plays down the stretch. Filipowski, he had a big game. And, I figured he would come out and try to have a big game with us. But at the end of the day, we've not been doing this a long time, both as a player and a coach. And, he had 30 points on 24 shots. I can live with it. I thought we did a pretty good job, as crazy as it is. He still had 30 points, but I'm proud of my team, and I think that I personally believe in every kid in my locker room, and I think we got a chance to still be a good team. For me, as I go through this ACC the first time around, I'm enjoying it, but more importantly, I believe in what I do, and I think that as we move forward, we got a chance to really be a good team.
Question, Kelly.
What was working in the first half? That was probably your best, maybe like 11 minutes of defensive basketball in the second part of the first half against Duke. I think they hit 2 field goals during that stretch.
I don't know, guys were locked in. Again, I say this, when I talk to my team, it's easy to get guys up for games where people talk about that team. Where people talk about players that you're going to play against, and I think that we responded. We did some really good things, and when I've said this in every press conference this year, when we get stops and we run, we're a fun team to watch. We got a lot of athleticism, and it ignites us. And as we continue to build this thing, I think that's going to be, for me, the motto as we move forward. But we played really good defense. We stayed down. I thought we did a good job, even on Filipowski. We did a good job of staying down, trying to make him shoot over the rim, and different things. So we even in the second half, we had our stretches where we played really good deep.
Chad.
You just mentioned the word belief, and you talked about belief yesterday. What has given you this belief in this group?
Because they let me coach them. It's not easy. I coach in practice, so it's more yelling and screaming and things of that nature in practice than it is during the game. But they allow me to coach them. As we've gone through each day so far, I just told them that we just got to continue to build days. For me, this is a big picture. And I'm not wavering in my program. I've seen too much, so we're not gonna go the other way. We have a saying. Naithan said when we get on the line, we're not going the other way. So we have a belief because they have a belief in me, and I have a belief in them, and I think you can see it by how hard they play out there on the court.
Chad.
Same question, Nate. What gives you belief in this squad?
I'll probably say the support everyone gives from the staff to the teammates. So us trusting each other every day. We come up with a mentality of next play. So regardless of what happens, we all trust each other. We're all going to compete for each other. So that's where the belief comes from.
What were your thoughts about playing in this atmosphere in this building today for the first
This
time?
atmosphere, this is like a dream, really. Like playing this atmosphere is really fun. like all the noise, but we didn't let it get to us, which is really good. So that really shows our growth.
Kelly?
Yeah, it seems like your offensive game's starting to, your shooting at least is starting to kind of get into form over the last couple games. Is that just the adjustment to college basketball, or is there anything in particular that's working for you?
I feel like I kind of already had it, but kind of came on to confidence. But that comes from trust from coach too. He tells me to keep shooting, so just having that belief that others believe in my shot and they know I can hit it. So I feel like that's the major difference.
Kelly? One.
Damon, how much did it change things? They sized up, obviously, and you guys at times went small to push them, and it seemed like it was a little bit of a chess match. Was that something you were expecting going into this?
Oh, well, I changed my starting lineup, you know, when I seen that Mitchell wasn't starting, and they, you know, started the 4 guards. And, you know, I think, you know, a lot of times we're better when we play small, so I was happy about that actually, you know, but, you know, I thought Young hurt us. He did do some good things, man. I played with a guy named Brian Cardinal. He reminded me of Brian Cardinal. We used to call him the custodian, man. I'm like, this dude is getting these little rebounds and keeping the ball alive, getting the ball out and all this stuff. And, he hurt us, you know. He was almost at a double-double today. You know, but even with that being said, it was a chess match, but we were right there. We were right there to win the games, and I think the biggest thing is that we're trying to win together for the first time. Like, winning is not easy. I tell that to people all the time. People think winning is easy. People think that if a guy comes back, you know, the next year, and because he was the leading scorer, he's thrust into being the man on the team. Man, y'all know how hard it is to lead. Man, when you lead on your bad days, you gotta lead everybody else. So, you know, that's what we're going through. That's the thing that we're going through. When I look at Duke's roster, what I see is, you know, Jeremy Roach, man, he been here forever. You know, that's a dude that's been through a lot of wars. You know, he went to a great high school. You know, DMV guys, they usually come ready to play from day one. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you have guys that have been through them wars and know what it looks like, you know, he helps all the rest of that team out when they get in sticky situations, and then everybody else can just play the way they need to play. So, you know, ultimately, you know, I would never compare our program to anybody else's, but man, we aspire to have sustainability in this. It's not no fly-by-night thing. So, you know, I watched from afar, and I learned, and I was a part of a great program in college, the college Arizona went to, and I, you know, seen great things for the time I was in Boston. So winning is entrenched in me, and the winning ways will be entrenched in my program and in my players as we continue to move this thing forward.